sir. Appreciate that. So like I said, we have some awesome things we've been waiting for on deck with Epic. We've been waiting for Epic 3.0. I like the way Mr. Iverson put it yesterday. It's really just like we're starting, like it's a brand new company, because we have some amazing things that enhance what we already had, right? We already had an amazing opportunity, amazing platform, but he just actually, with the help of the rest of the leadership team and the corporate team, he put together some pretty awesome stuff. One of the things that you may be aware of, that once you go full time as an entrepreneur, one of the biggest struggles from going from E-quadrant to full-time entrepreneur, self-employed business owner, what have you, is having the ability to have healthcare and have access to doctors and hospitals, and is one of the biggest deterrents from people going full-time at their dreams, right? Because we like the safe, secure benefits, they call them, right? And it's very expensive for the most part when you're on an employee healthcare plan. I mean, a self-employed healthcare plan. And the genius behind this leadership team, they never cease to amaze me, is they've solved that. It's not just a problem in Epic, right? It's a problem in the entire industry. And we've solved that problem. And I believe it is a heck of a tool for us to use and leverage for recruiting, right? So let me share my screen real quick, just talk a little bit about it for those who haven't heard. We have now launched Epic Health Insurance, right? So we're going to have a group benefit. So it's going to be really affordable healthcare rates for the entire Epic family. Now, we're not selling healthcare insurance. I already know somebody in their mind right now is saying, oh man, I don't want to sell healthcare insurance. We're not selling it. It's just being offered to our members, right? So the health insurance, Epic now offers a group rate health insurance as an exclusive benefit to our members. So obviously you have to be you have to be an active Epic member in order to actually get access to these benefits. No disqualification for pre-existing conditions. That is incredible, right? That's awesome to be accept everybody, right? Regardless of the pre-existing conditions. Guaranteed issue. Unlimited telemedicine, which is where everybody is nowadays, right? Wanting to get medical advice while at home and things of that nature. So huge, right, guys? This is massive. Not only because we're in the home-based business industry, but we have so many people making a full-time income in trading, right? And have already transitioned out of jobs, have left corporate America so they can actually go full-time and trade full-time. And yet now we solve the problem for those people too, because many of them have kept jobs. And some of them, I'm sure right now, are making a full-time income and beyond, and haven't let go of the job because of the benefits, and which cover their families, right? Not just themselves. So this is massive. Now it's a heck of a tool, right? To be able to go out and share with people that we have this. But I think the real benefit is Epic, right? The fact that people are making life-changing incomes, the benefits that you get from being a scholar outweigh everything else, in my personal opinion, right? Because if you become a great trader, a master trader, and you can make a multiple 7-figure income, who cares how much your healthcare costs, right? Because at that point, you control your life financially at any level. And that's the beauty of having this skill set. So it's an amazing benefit, but we already know that the benefits of being with Epic are the skill set. And guess what? They've now enhanced that as well, right? So one of the enhancements, for several enhancements to the back office, will actually happen tomorrow. It'll happen tonight after the commission runs. The website will go down, and then we'll go right back. We'll go right back with an active site, but it'll have all the new Epic branding, the new color schemes, some of the things that we'll be utilizing for the scholars now. You'll have a beginner's course, you'll have an intermediate course, and you'll have the people who are, expert traders, right? So it's just the fact that, again, we already have an amazing vehicle and it just keeps getting better. I don't know, a lot of people complain when it went up to $134 from 99, but look, we just got more value and more benefit, and the price didn't change, just like they said it would. And so just an amazing time to be a part of this movement, especially since we're only about 6, 7, 8 months in, and yet we're already seeing the results. I love the way Mr. Sterling and Mr. Iverson talked about it yesterday, that we have people, um, becoming financially independent without having to sell a product, right? The entire network marketing industry, people are not getting financially free on the product. Very few, anyway, very few vehicles, right? Maybe some insurance type products, things of that nature. But for the most part, the products that are being offered in the home-based space just are not capable of freeing people financially, right? Without the business model that's attached to those products, the company, the network marketing model wrapped around it, right? The product. And yet here, people can master this skill set regardless of a product and carry it with them anywhere in the world for the rest of their lives and give it to their kids. Like there's no better vehicle. Financial empowerment at its best is what we have. And just to kind of take that a step further, I wanted to show you guys what our blueprint for the Freedom Family is, right? Epic is the center of what we do, but I want to show you our bigger vision, our broader vision for the Freedom Family movement. And a few of these things have already began to take hold, right? The real estate specifically, because Mr. Allen is all over the real estate game and already acquiring properties, and soon we'll be offering those opportunities to the rest of the Freedom Family to invest. But we already know trading, right, is our mantra. That is the hub, the core of what we do, teaching people about money, crypto, finance, Forex, crypto, stock options, you name it, right? So that is the foundation of our education. Then we're going to broaden that, right? Once people begin to develop and make some money, we're going to diversify and make more money, right? In real estate and farming. And they say, well, why do we want to do farms? I don't want to do a farm, right? Well, I really think that it's important for us to have resources, right? The things that we need in our everyday lives. If you're going to use it and you need it in your everyday life, why not own it? Right? Because if you have to have food and clean water, and you have to have it to live, but you got to get it from somebody else, that's a problem. I think so. The only way we can be in real control, total control of our lives, right, is if we have access to all the things that we need and we don't have to ask anybody else for them. And I'm going to tell you guys where I got that philosophy from. It's a book called The Jewish Phenomenon, and a couple different books that I read. It talked about how their community thousands of years ago realized that they didn't want to have to ask or beg um, the king or anyone who was in power for food, water, shelter, right? Medicine, or what are the things that they needed in everyday life. And that got me to thinking, like, man, that's important, right? Because we have to get our food from somebody else. We have to get our water from somebody else. Everything, every resource that we have. And so I have a big term, long-term vision for the Freedom Family to have ownership and equity that you can pass down from generation to generation in all the different resources that we need to survive as human beings, right? Especially in our current day and time, right? Because some resources go away based on the times, right? So if you think about it, 100 years ago, people didn't need communications necessarily, right? There was no need for a cell phone or internet, but now there is, and I think there are ways that we can capitalize on it, because we all have a cell phone, we all use internet, yet very few of us, if any, are part of the revenue generation that comes from that, and we're using it, we're just not owning it, and that's just some of the things that I envision long term for us. We also have some new t-shirts, new t-shirt designs. I don't know if you can see this one, says Bitcoin Ninja, and of course it has the Freedom Family logo on the back. I should have just got another t-shirt and let y'all see instead of trying to break my back. But yeah, a lot of exciting things happening. So we got I have a collaboration with a printer who's going to be printing all kinds of shirts for us, along the lines of what we're doing here in the cryptos. We have the Tron case and things of that nature that we're doing. Those T-shirts will be printed. And also the fact that we just had our very first live event for the company. Really, I mean, of course, we've had some live events, but nothing really corporate sponsored. And this was the very first corporate sponsored live event, other than the Las Vegas event for recognition back in January, February, whatever that was. So we're back on track, right, to do big things. We have, and here's what everybody's been asking me for, right? And when are we going to do a weekly or a daily presentation, right? An epic presentation. We have a new PowerPoint, which is great. But guess what? Our corporate executive team, Mr. Jonathan Green and David Lisiaga, have stepped up to the plate. They're going to actually do every Thursday a live presentation. So no one can say they don't have anybody doing presentation. Now, I don't know why you could say that in the first place when every Sunday we teach you right here how to put people on first base with a video using a tool, right? That's not you, because that's very duplicatable, but it actually delivers the information very clean, right? And very informative, right? And then we teach you how to go from first base to second base, where you're actually prospecting or asking the right questions to move that person through the exposure process, right? So we already been teaching this every Sunday. So it should have been no reason for you to have a live presentation, right? Because you have recorded presentations that you can use 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a 3-way call that you can reach out to countless leaders, right? That you can do almost 24 hours a day. So there's really no need to have a weekly presentation, right? That's on a live Zoom, because you can do them yourself every single day with recorded videos and still continue that recruiting process, right? But great way to actually expose the business when you have your corporate executive team doing a live presentation, talking about the successes. So it's going to be a huge tool for the entire company, especially for us here at the Freedom Family as well. So pretty much that's it. I know, Mr. Allen, you might want to share. In fact, we had a few people there yesterday. Queen was able to grace us with her presence back in the fold. And Mr. Allen, of course, flew in to attend the event here in Atlanta. If you guys can share a little bit about your excitement and what you saw in the new Epic 3.0 and what you got from it. Mr. Allen, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you first.
I want to point a couple things out. So let Queen have her dance, and then I'll go
Okay,
right.
Queen.
And in the meanwhile, look for our comp plan, and I want to show something from a comp plan perspective. But go ahead, Queen, your dance.
Okay, thank you so much. It definitely was an awesome experience. I left there and I had to go walk because they had to come pick me up and they were in a car wreck. So, but I already know everything is to the top. It was an exciting time to be able to see the awesome team we have too, because matter of fact, out of the 3 chairs, 2 had our leaders, Ethan Clemens, of course, Dion Randis. We are so blessed. Then we got Dan there that knows a lot about the trading. So in the synergy that was created yesterday, I think the greatest thing I pulled from it was that, the diamond, the actual 1, 2, 3 method that we have all been experiencing since conception of our launch. That is something we need to definitely use. The young couple, they portrayed it in person, showing us that, you got one that might know the person, but yet, even if it's just a little influence there, it's better to hand it off to that second person, because it brings not only credibility to what you're stating, but also it enhances that they're going to be taken care of. It gives that support system, and then it's handed back for the close. So that was one great thing I could say I took from that. But overall, I know I'm on the best team. Freedom for life. Back to you, Dan. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Queen. First, it was good hanging out with Queen. because we have our main time really via Zoom. We met each other physically in January, but just to kind of have lunch with you was one of my highlights. Absolutely. Um, and I'm a strategic guy, ladies and gentlemen. I've been here for a while, right? And I left the event. So my question during the Q&A, I stood up, raised my hand, and I asked. We use the word scholars, we use the word IBOs, so I know the difference between the two. However, when we're talking about Epic Life, is what they were branding it as. We're using the word members, and I was saying, is the word members including scholars, IBOs, or both, or is there some distinction? Is something I need to know? And so it was very clear. The answer was, as a scholar, if you have an active membership, you can access Epic Life. So I had the thought in my head that during the gold rush, which are people going west to their dreams, that the people that made the most money was the people that were selling the shovels, people that were having um, the the tools to help you go towards your dream. And I'm sitting watching, and what was hitting me was my first company in network marketing was prepaid legal, right? Now called Legal Shield. And there was a thing that would happen when you got half good, is that people would try to recruit you from other companies. And it became a, in theory, loving scenario, because you want to tell somebody something that's good, like we want to tell somebody about trading, but it became adversarial, right? It became about comp plans, and if you sold your product and I sold my product to the open market, who could make more money, and then even like what Mr. Rambis just said about making money off the product, which is a little different because making money off the product would be making money off the sale of the product. We actually make money off of using the product. We make money off of, like, how you would save electricity if it was stream energy, right? So using the product, you would save money. Here we're able to make at least a full-time income, and then beyond, using the product, using the education. But back to what I wanted to point out about the Epic Life. Um, I can sit down with somebody from Legal Shield and let them know that there is a small premium to being able to access Epic Life, which is the actual subscription to Epic, right? So they said, don't go selling insurance. I said, cool, that's decent. But now I have another market to talk to. My brothers and sisters that have been in their respective products and services that has not been able to have healthcare, that we've been in the same fight for the last 2 decades of helping people get free while making sure we kept our health up to par, because we couldn't also get healthcare as well. And so the healthcare product for me became the shovel for all the other people in network marketing that has been in my plight for the last 2 decades. And so that's what I was seeing. I was seeing that when somebody calls me about what do I hear? And whatever we get, if you get to somewhere, everybody calls you for something.
No
And
need
now,
juice.
no need juice, absolutely. Listen, I want you to be. I think your juice is not for me, but I want you to keep doing what you're doing because you're happy about it. So what I wanted to just show you was, for $300 every 3 months, or the year subscription, you can use your service, give it to your kids, whatever you want to do with it, but it's going to get you access to be able to do what you want to do. Then I have friends that are, I had a cleaning company, right? And then so now we were doing a cleaning company full time. We had to again um, sacrifice personal health care while we were building the cleaning company. You want to go get a lawn, you want to get a lawn care, you want to get a lawn care company. If you whatever your business is, known as a photographer, hey, listen, your photography business, I know you're doing amazing. I have something that be able to help you kind of go along the way, because it's not just for you, it's for your family too, and it's a la carte. So they're not selling health insurance, Mr. Rambus. But can you show me the comp plan now? Can you show me the comp plan?
You bet. Hang on 1 second. Let me pull that up.
But as we're and another thing while we're looking that up, the back office we already have is not going away. It's just going to be, when you press the IBO button, you get the existing back office. When you press Scholar, you get the Epic 3.0. So that was a huge distinction that they was able to make too. This is just an enhancement to one side of our offering. It's creating a church and state relationship between somebody coming to be a scholar and that's all they want to be and that's perfect for them, and somebody that wants to build. So that was another thing that kind of was super decent for me. And just the impact. When I watched Mrs. Wings in the marketplace, the way she had been leading with the product since October, right? Since the pre-launch. She's always went to say, let me show you what the back office is. And it's like they heard her, not her cry, but they follow her lead. Because this is really an expression of who Nona Wings has been from the very beginning. So I've watched Nona Wings lead with the product. I watched the Shahi Salam lead with the opportunity to help other people, be able to empower their family. So now we got two separate. It's going to be clear as day for how you want to lead that conversation. But if you look at this compensation plan, ladies and gentlemen, you can think back not just to getting people enrolled into Epic because they already see what you see, but you can literally go to existing entrepreneurs from people that own beauty salons and all types of different endeavors, either S quadrant, B or B quadrant, or I quadrant, right? And then you can go to the E quadrant and put the people that are dreamers, lead with the Dream Giver book. And then if they got a spark there, then show them you don't have to, like Mr. Ramos was saying, you don't have to sacrifice the way we sacrifice to get what you want to get out of life. And so if you can go to just the founder to ambassador 10, which is 500 people, I'm right now feel comfortable that I can help who's in the my our new friend Sade, help Alexis go to 500, 1,500 existing entrepreneurs and show them with an add-on of $1,000 for the year or $300 for the 3 months to be able to then start to get a healthcare process so they can go do their dream. And so that was the thing for me, sir, that just kind of blew me away is the different ways we can implement the things that are in front of us based on who we are as a team and then what Epic is bringing together as a company. So that's, sir, I turn the call back over to you. But I just wanted to, as I'm turning it over to you, look at this chart and think about how many people across the globe with internet that you can empower with the membership, the opportunity, and then now in the US, the actual healthcare benefit. So like it's not Epic's healthcare anymore, it's the Freedom Family Movement's healthcare in my mind. So with that, sir, I turn the call over to you.
Well, let me ask you a question that
Yeah.
I missed, right? I didn't really grasp this yesterday. The add-on for following the traders,
The PTO?
the PTO.
Yeah, I think what that is going to be is actually getting the signals called out. That's what I believe that. So one of the things that was impactful for me at the beginning, because I could already trade, was Phil going to be safe? Was Cisco going to be safe with these educators
Signals, yeah.
educating right? So I think the PTO is going to be when you go there, they're calling trades. And
Okay.
I'll tell you in a minute because I'm gonna go pay for it tomorrow. And
Right,
then
right. We got to
hopefully
test it out.
we're gonna test it out. Yes, sir. But that's what I believe that is.
Okay, great. All right, guys. Well, listen, I do know it's getting gooder. Like everything Epic is doing is aligned perfectly with the Freedom Family Movement and what we want to do. And I'm so thankful for that. I really am thankful for that. One of the reasons why this concept has been in my brain for years is because of the turmoil that I personally have experienced when network marketing companies don't do what they say they're going to do for the field, right? Or they don't honor their commitment to the field, or things just happen and companies get shut down, closed down, fall apart, whatever, right? My personal life has suffered for things of that nature. And I always try to figure out, okay, how can I prevent this from happening? I love the network marketing industry. I love the products. I love the culture. I love the personal development. I love everything that it's done. It's done so much for me personally, but then there's so much, you know, um, dissension from the situations that that I just mentioned. And so that's where this concept came from in my mind, right? Where this PDF that you see for the Freedom Family Movement, to have diversified assets in multiple asset classes, so we can actually not have to worry about losing an income source, an income stream, right? When you have 5 streams of income or 10 streams of income, losing one doesn't cause you to suffer or any harm, you know, to your family's lifestyle. So it's just been something that's important to me as we look at this epic vehicle, and the fact that these guys are just making it better and really perfectly fit what we want to do, first and foremost, based in knowledge and education, right? Which no one can take from you. And I think that's why that's the hub, the core of the Freedom Family Movement, because with it, we're going to be able to expand and spawn off so many other things, right? So I'm excited. I'll let you guys fire away with any questions if you have them. If not, we'll jump off. Well, like I said, I didn't want to keep you all night. We'll be back on our regular scheduled programming next week for our training, right? We're going to talk more specifically about recruiting and building your business. That's what this Sunday call is about, right? So let's just go talk about the system again. Sundays, Builders Academy here at 8 o'clock every Sunday for those who want to build the team side or the residual income side of Epic. We teach and train and coach on those skills every single Sunday. Monday, 6:30 Eastern, right here on the same Zoom, we have crypto Q&A. Lots of folks have been plugging in, getting lots of great intel, learning a lot and earning a lot on the crypto Q&A. So get your questions answered, but again, promote those things for people who aren't a part of our community. They might not understand Bitcoin. They might have questions about Bitcoin, and you can bring them to these open forums where they can get their questions answered and possibly even join the movement, right? So great prospecting tool just to get people on the Q&A, I believe. Then, of course, we have CJ on Thursdays, who is making money. He's breaking the bank, trying to take Mr. Allen's money. Well, actually, not Mr. Allen's money, because he's trading with Mr. Allen's money. And when he wins, he's earning, and that's what he's been doing. So that's every Thursday, 6:30. Again, you can join in and watch CJ trade live, the next generation of the Freedom Family traders. And then, of course, we have our Q&A for the trading side on Saturday morning, 11 a.m. So our system is intact. We just got to continue to move forward. We were hosted by none other than Mr. Cisco Arzu on yesterday, as the leadership team was all at the Epic event. And Mr. Arzu did a phenomenal job hosting. Looks like he might be stuck with that job. He did such a good job at it, Mr. Arzu. We might just coin that Saturday Q&A with Mr. Arzu, you know. So
absolutely, I take it. It's all mine. Was
I
really
love
all
it.
Alexis and Jess, but yeah, I do the hosting.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. My man stepping up to the plate. Appreciate you, sir. So any questions from anybody before we jump off?
Mr. Rambus, before you jump right into that, CJ just hit our benchmark. So his trading is going from $1 a pip to $2 a pip. So he just put himself in 100% increase just based off of just doing the consistency of what the trading is. I wanted to kind of just publicly congratulate him for doing the things that everybody can do.
So he's upped his lot size based on his consistency.
Yes, sir.
You've
Yes,
taken
sir.
him to dollar pips.
From here, he was already at $1 per pip. What I gave him was, if he drew the account, really 25%, right? We started at $200, and if he grew it to 250, I said, if you take it to 250, we'll take it from $1 per pip to $2 per pip. And
Okay.
and then we have another his next benchmark is taking their margin account to $300, and we're gonna go $3 per pip. So just wanted to, I think he's here on the call, so you might be able to tap him in, but I wanted to congratulate him, because there's a difference between wanting and doing. There's a difference between trying and executing. And he's on the other side of both of those equations.
Absolutely. Congratulations, CJ. If you're able to talk, just kind of share your enthusiasm for that benchmark, and congratulations on getting that done. It's actually earning you a little extra money, huh?
Uh-huh. I'm excited for that level up from $1 to 2. I'm excited to trade even more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me ask you this. The journey you've been on, how comfortable are you now versus to where you were when you first started in your level of understanding and you know what you're accomplishing?
I feel like I'm up to date with my trading skills, and I kind of am a decent trader, and I'm gonna get better though. But I feel like
Absolutely.
I am a pretty good I'm pretty good trader as we speak. Like I'm good, and I understand in what I see now than I was beginning trading.
I love it. Well, again, congratulations, sir. I'm looking forward to you hitting that $300 benchmark and getting another increase on your lot size.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
it ain't going to take long for me to get that 300.
I love the confidence too, sir. I love it. I look forward to it. So we're gonna we'll definitely highlight that when you hit that level, and we just want to keep showcasing you to the rest of the world, CJ, so people can believe whether they're young or old what's possible for them. And we appreciate all that you bring to the team and to what the Freedom Family is all about, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any questions before we jump off about the new enhancements or concerns or anything you might have before we go? Mr. Leach, I'm gonna tell you this, Mr. Leach, every Thursday they're gonna be doing a live opportunity Zoom just for you. Every Thursday. And not only do you get a quality presentation, you're gonna have the corporate executives, Mr. Jonathan Green, David Lisiaga, on Thursdays doing your presentation.
I appreciate that, sir. I thought about you. I thought about you when they made that announcement.
Yes, sir. I thought about you when they made that announcement too, guys. I'm gonna just tell you, for you, so you guys will know, Mr. Leach has worked me like a Hebrew slave since the day we launched this company, which is great, right? Because it built his team, and he utilizes leverage, right? He leverages the system, he leverages the leadership, and he leans on the fact that people like to hear from success, right? And so he leveraged me a lot, which was great for his business, but a lot of times it wasn't, right? Because I wasn't always available. And you want to diversify enough, right? Where you have tools where you can share your opportunity any time of the day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's what we've been teaching, right? Using those tools. Now we have an even greater tool because the corporate office is going to do it for us once a week. So you could literally prospect day after day after day to guide people to Thursday nights, right? Now, even if they can't make the Thursday night opportunity call, you could still be promoting for it on a daily basis as you're prospecting, building up for that Thursday night event like we used to do when we did hotel meetings, right? You did your prospecting all week long, and then you gather everybody, you corral them all into the hotel. Well, that's kind of what we're going to do now going forward with the corporate team doing the presentation. And throughout the week, of course, you still have the tools, the videos, the app, and of course, three-way calls to the leadership team. So you can still get it done even without the Thursday meeting, but use the Thursday meeting for what it's there for. Queen, you got your hand raised. I don't know if you asking a question or you just.
Yes, I wanted to ask this question. If I don't think I missed this, but looks like they're adding like a graduation to the end of your education with Epic. Did you see that? Did you catch that? She had like in the back office in the university is going to be where you start off as a beginner and then you actually get to graduate. Now she didn't really go into the perks, but I wanted to make sure. I wanted to ask you if you saw that too, and if you knew if that was an extra enhancement in this time, because I haven't really been a trader. I've been a builder more.
Yeah, so from what I understand about it, right? Because it's still new. I just was listening to it just like you from Coach Max yesterday. But from what I understand so far, as you complete modules, you'll get a badge, right? You'll get a badge or a stamp saying, hey, you did a great job. You completed a certain module, on to the next module. And you're going to increase your level of understanding in various aspects of trading, right? So it won't just be one segment. It'll be several segments as you become more advanced and you get those badges. You of course become a better trader in the process, from what I understand. But we'll all know tomorrow morning when we dive into that new back office after tonight's
For sure.
commission runs.
Thank you. For sure.
Thank you as well. All right, gang, y'all have a great night. Listen, I'll see you on the crypto Q&A at 6:30 tomorrow evening. If you haven't had a chance to do so, go ahead and get yourself ranked up. You got one night left, right? This is Sunday night. So we actually have our commission run tonight, and then we'll be Epic 3.0 on tomorrow. So you definitely want to be in the first commission run of the new branding, Epic 3.0. So get in your back office, do all of your upgrades, your IBOs, whatever you need to do. And we'll see you on the crypto Q&A on tomorrow. God bless. Have a great night.